that was the Bulls game. The Wizards did a thing they haven't done for at least a game or two, and that's get a victory. Did we get a commanding victory? No, we did not. But we won the game, and that is different from what we normally do. So I will take it because we have not proven to be a team where wins are, if not guaranteed, at least realistic. So just happy to get the victory, and will not try to be too cynical. I may sound numb because I kind of view this victory in the same way I viewed the Miami victory. It was like, okay, are we actually going to be able to build on this? Which kind of goes into my thoughts about the whole Russ back-to-backs thing. But let's look at some cool people who helped us win this game. One of those guys, birthday boy, happy birthday to Rui Hachimura, the Black Samurai. He did things. He scored points. He had stops at times. He had rebounds at times. It was cool. I wasn't upset when he did things. I wish we got subbed back in the game like a lot earlier. He even took a charge. It was his first charge of this season out of the whole entire 2 of his career. Happy birthday, Rui. Thanks for the dub. I guess congratulations for the dub. What else we got? We got Alex Lynn. This dude has been a revelation since he's gotten here. For what the Wizards are asking him to do, he has excelled. Him and Beal in the pick and roll was magnificent today. It's something I don't think we saw that often. I missed the Charlotte Hornets game, so I don't know what happened. I'm going to keep pretending I have no idea what happened too, because I didn't get to watch that game, but we just going to pretend that didn't happen. So with Beal and Lynn doing what they did today in pick and roll, as well as just Lynn being such a force for us. For the 29th ranked defense, he is a force. He is definitely not a Rudy Gobert, but for the Washington Wizards, who are not the best defensively, if a guard gets beat, Lynn might actually be able to stop that guard from scoring. It's pretty cool. It's a different feeling when someone goes in the paint and you see their shot go flying back and you're like, wait, did we just get a stop? That wasn't a foul? Cool. He's much faster than Lopez, and he's a body inside, and he quite literally got the game-winning stop again because he did this in the Miami game against Goran Dragic, and both of these times I thought it would be a foul, but it wasn't. So thanks, Lynn. Thanks. I think we should probably think about keeping you long-term. Could be a thing. They should probably consider it. Will they do it? I don't know. I have no idea. We also got Bertans back. He was shooting threes, which is cool. Now defensively, he does his little stutter step dance, and then the guy gets past him or just shoots a 3 over him, and we sort of kind of give the points right back every now and again. But Bertans doing what he was paid to do. Different story. Great time. He hit threes. He didn't miss as many. He wasn't clanking. But you really, I think in terms of Bertans, you just need to not have him out there in close game situations. But I know who our coach is, unfortunately. I almost wish I didn't know who our coach was, so I could just be baffled every time. But yeah, I know who our coach is, so he and Ish being at the end of this game in the fourth quarter is just, that's what's gonna happen. We also got Beal. I don't know if you guys know him, but he's like this all-star scorer who's like really good at doing the whole ball in the basket thing. Like, he's one of the best. He might even be leading the league in scoring. I'm not sure, but like, we can check. I'm pretty sure he's number 1, and he just keeps on being number 1. After a rough Miami game and apparently probably a rough Charlotte game, he went back to just doing Beal things. I think he ended with like 31 this game, and it was nice. It was cool to have a game where his scoring coincided with a victory, but it was his playmaking. Having a 2-man game with Lynn was was beneficial for us because I don't think Beal really had a two-man game with anybody. It was Beal has the ball on an ISO, he's getting trapped, and he's going to hopefully throw it out or have to score against these two, and he didn't have to really do it that game, but we don't really adjust against any traps, let's be real. So nice to see Beal get around 7. Was it 7 or 6 assists? That was cool. I like that. I hope that we start, maybe building on it, but I doubt we will. We don't really do the whole building. Our trends are more negative, per se. I think something that contributes to this team's struggles that's a little bit understated is the fact that Russ rests on back-to-backs, so it makes it kind of difficult because you're playing with two different teams. We have had a total of 14 different starting lineups, if you believe the graphic that was shown during the game, which, wow, that's a lot of different starting lineups. And like I said, I think with Russ resting back-to-backs, I think that does have some type of contribution to the team not being able to find a rhythm beyond the other super obvious factors of which could easily be shifted but won't because our ownership doesn't care. But it's fine. It's fine. We will just make it through the last 50 games now? 49 games left. When it comes to this victory, something else that leaves me kind of numb with it is just the fact that the Bulls shot bad, poorly, completely atrocious. It was ghastly the way that we would leave them open for a wide open 3 and then they would clank it. It's like inviting someone to steal all your stuff and they can't even make it through the front door. It was wild because you just hold the door open. You're like, you can come on in. You can come and just take all my stuff if you want. And they're like, I don't know, man. And then they trip and just fall face first right in front of the door. That was the Bulls. They also were turning over and we were not. And I was surprised about that. We were also hustling. I kind of forgot to mention it, but Beal was getting like a lot of offensive rebounds and he was attacking the floor, and the last time I saw him do that was the Nets game, so that was nice to see. I think the reason I'm so tentative to really say I hope is because when it comes to this team, there is no guarantee for anything other than suffering at times. So, yeah, with the Bulls playing that badly, had we lost this game, it would just been another indictment on our coaching staff, another indictment on the abilities of this team and whether or not they were really properly rated, because right now they're properly rated 29th defensive. I mean, yeah, it's cool to have victory. It's just hard to say that they will build upon this. It's difficult to say that they will do something after this game that they can continue to do. So I'm very hesitant to be like, yes, they're gonna keep doing things. And certain negatives that can be avoided, like tunnel vision and bad defense and bad turnovers. Because, like, what was it? Denny Advia didn't have the best game today, but he rebounded well. He got like 3 steals in a row at one point. It was good play, but we don't reward good play unless you're a veteran. Then you can just do whatever you want, because this team has a really bad habit. They have a lot of negative tendencies, a myriad of negative tendencies, but tunnel vision is one of the worst when it comes to this team, and it's hard to say that will be overcome, especially because coaching, or at least not coaching, but accountability seems to only be thrown at the young players. Like, they have to hold themselves accountable and they need to be they have to be the ones playing perfectly, and even then they don't get any benefit of the doubt. But if you're a veteran like Ish Smith or Davis Bertans, you can kind of just play like poop and you'll just be able to keep playing. There's not really that. So it's hard for me to look at this Bulls victory and be like, yes, we are going to continue to build on this. But if we do, I'm cool with that. I'm just not going to be so optimistic or so just swept up in this close victory that I'm like, oh my god, okay, we're gonna be going to the finals, you know. Now I know when people say the finals are joking, but you know, there's a fine line. So yeah, we beat the Bulls. The Bulls beat themselves. We beat them. We defeated our own coach. You know, we survived all of these things, and we were able to come up with a victory. Nice stuff. It was cool. It's cool. Can we do it twice in a row? We've proven that we can technically do it twice in a row. Can we do it convincingly twice in a row? I don't know. Our next game is against the Toronto Raptors. I'm very scared because at one point we had the same record as them, but then they remembered how good they were, and they also have a good coach. And yeah, not exactly excited to face them. But you know, if we can abracadabra or something, and they go oh, and we summon a meteorite and we destroy them, cool. Will we do it? I don't know. I technically do not know. There's nothing that I can say that would be in direct confidence. I don't know. Well, this guy says Raptors are extinct. This is a fact. Wizards are not. This is also a fact. And so this leads me to conclude that if Wizards technically could exist and Raptors did but don't anymore, then Wizards are clearly better than Raptors. All facts. And I'm sorry. These facts do not care about your feelings. And maybe the Wizards won't care about the Raptors and just beat them. WizWatch.